So, I'll note that before I begin with this second episode of Birth of the Empires, I actually had a cold for about a week, and I didn't really get to do any more recordings as a result of that, but whatever. Hopefully my voice won't sound like, too distorted or anything like that. It should be fine now, I guess. I should wait a week for once. And we're back in here with the Omega Alliance, so let's see how it goes. Now, I'll note at this point, by the way, that I probably want to basically focus on, expanding my, my reach as much as possible for this episode, so we'll be, trying to, colonize, any, planets that are, sort of in range when I get the chance to. And I'm thinking that I may want to basically, send these guys off, basically, start, going to Spica, because it's great to have, these planets, starting to get, them, more colonized, the planets that are in these sectors, but this is all of my, my range of, influence already, so I really don't have to worry about these planets right now, so
Affirmative.
We're going to send these guys on to, Spica.
Affirmative.
I'll basically start, getting Spica, basically, colonize a little bit better. Will be a plan right now. Now, another thing I might want to do as well, I might want to build myself, another, scout, basically look around down here. Just throw it out there. And right now I'm fine with, these guys just, continually, basically help out over here, so they can keep doing that for now, I think. I should probably know as well about research, by the way. So, I didn't really say it, in, the last episode, but, with, the Omega Alliance basically, followed a very strict, sort of, research scheme, where, I basically went and aimed for, the, Tetrarch facilities for, the morale boost to basically get from them, so we basically got ourselves, the processing plant right away, so get, the morale boost from them. They basically aimed for, level 2s basically for everything here, so, at level 2, basically, we get access to, the, Drawn Trooper, which is basically, a morale trooper. After we basically get all this stuff here, what I basically want to aim for is basically trying to get access to one of the specific ships these guys basically have. The, not that one, the Semash right here. This basically comes available at level 4 for all my techs, and it's essentially a very powerful assault ship that basically these guys can make use of to basically lay the smackdown on anything that comes in range of them. So this will be what I want to basically aim for next to the Semash. So I want to basically get my technology up to level 4. And having these guys basically keep reaching Biotech is fine, so let them keep doing that for now. So they can do that. I will want to build this Rush Fire because I do want to at least have a fire type classes to defend myself, but just throw out there what the sort of plans are basically right now. Oh, someone's back over here. Now, I see, 2 experience on this ship here, so it's probably a scout or a colony ship over here. Probably a scout by the looks of it.
Affirmative.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
And this is what, my fire profile is, do, stuff up here, I guess, when I get around to it.
Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, there's stuff over here in Parliament, so it's definitely the Terrans over here, by the way, because they basically have access to ships with no shields on them, like the Sputnik, so that's where it is right there.
Designate a planet for.
You guys just need to keep going over here to colonize this stuff.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Looks like these guys went neutral, which is nice to see. I haven't really been paying attention to a lane here, but it looks like their food situation is basically being handled somewhat. And apparently I have too many farms being produced here, because don't need to have any more, like, 15 farms, I think, just for Ely right there. Actually, throw it out there right away. I might actually be able to get away with, like, less, like, food production in Ely. If I basically try to, like, upgrade, like, the systems, basically. Like, I'm essentially going to get access to, like, Tetron farmers too soon, so... Maybe I'll hold off on this for now. And we'll upgrade this for now. And we'll build a couple of these. And yeah, I'm going to clear my throat quite a bit because, that's what I have to do when you have a cold. And I'm probably not doing anything in Illyria, so what can I do over here? What was I going to do over here, I guess? So, this system basically has access to deuterium, it's got food bonus. Let's just build a few of these, I think, and we'll upgrade our science foundations right there. I'm not that in the grand scheme of things. I guess I'm going to probably use Illyria for, like, producing ships in the future, but, nothing's, like, set in stone, basically, in this game. You always, like, want to be, like, set yourself, basically, like, be flexible, so to speak, in this game, for what you want to basically do with your stuff. Interesting.
Affirmative.
I think they're trying to meet these guys, but I'm not sure.
Affirmative.
Anyways, these guys basically produce their stuff, so... What do I want these guys to do? We're just gonna do that for a little bit, get these, like, master replicators up, upgraded. I want to get that at some point, but won't be able to get it just yet. And at some point, Mega Alliance is gonna have to say, I'm not sure what we're going to do in Mega Alliance after we build this. I guess we'll build something else. Alright, there's Europus.
Affirmative.
I don't know how far these guys, like, major empires over here, like, expanding and stuff like that, but they're around, I guess. And you guys can get to colonizing down here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
It's not going to take these guys long to colonize this safe system here, I guess, so...
Planet for terraforming.
Let's just have them spend some turns basically getting stuff like, terraformed over there, I guess. An accident's apparently done, so... Accident's going to be used for producing stuff obviously in the future, so let's just get to, like, produce this, produce that. Produce this. And...
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
There's my new refineries. I got my fire as well. We'll take this chance to start upgrading my, like, construction tech 2, I guess. Actually, you know what? I really should get my, like, plasma propulsion tech basically up, because that basically lets me, like, colonize, like, places further from me, so...
Affirmative.
We'll start doing that, I think.
Affirmative.
Let's get my fire up here for now. Now, note this fire, by the way, is really strong, so if there's anything that's basically gonna, like, come up against it, it's probably gonna get destroyed. That's the nice thing about the Rush Fire, is, like, it's a powerful ship to, like, kill stuff with. You know what? Let's just start build up our, like, industrial centers over here a little bit more.
Terraforming has been completed.
Excellent, because terraform one is plants, so terraform the other one.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Affirmative.
I've got to go to that wormhole yet, so I'll probably want to do it at some point. And before I forget about it, let's just go over here to, I know with, like, wormholes, it's usually a good idea, basically, to, like, send cracker ships into them rather than strong ones, so I'll send, like, a really weak fire into it, like, I'll produce basically for it in the future. For that purpose. There's a Sputnik over there.
Affirmative.
And good, these guys are getting cooperative again. Now, I know with the loop here, I really don't want anyone basically, like, interact with them, so where possible, I don't want to basically let them, like, be known by other empires until, like, I drain my empire. But I also want to get stuff colonized. Let's send this guy up here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
And let's see here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
I suppose I want to basically terraform that, like, L planet first, so
Designate a planet for terraforming.
I'll wait for that one first, I guess. Now, something to note, by the way, is at this point, I really only need to have, like, three, like, food production plants here in Riga, so let's just destroy three of these, I think, right here. We'll do that before, like, I start upgrading them, right? So, get that out of the way. I guess I can build this up right now as well, so get this out of the way. And over here in Illyria, I guess I want these guys to build up a bit more, like, production capacity, so let's just do right now.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Alright, there's my ability to, like, get my, like,
Been completed.
my ship all the way up to, like, this, like, level of, like, space here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Let's get these guys all the way over here now.
Affirmative.
Now, hopefully these guys will like me a lot, basically for like terraforming their planets like that, and I can like get them to join my alliance before like, you know, we interact with the Terrans up here. That's my only hope, by the way, because like the thing about the Terrans that like, you know, they can very easily rip away this like, you know, this mine if I basically see it first, so hopefully that won't happen now. If I basically like, you know, get them to like me enough. That's definitely something I need to get right away. Communications grid, so let's just aim for that next. And Mega Alliance has done its stuff, so let's get this guy to pop up a Kef.
Greetings from the Rotharian Star Network. While we do not object to occasional diplomacy and commerce, we prefer to mind our own affairs. If you honor this desire, we will remain amicable neighbors.
Alright, not the greatest bit of find right now, but here's the Rotharians. They're neutral, I guess, so that's alright for now. They're apparently down here over in this direction, apparently, so good to know. All this want to like make a colonize like over here in Heyoun when we get the chance, but you know, we'll build a space dock there first for it.
Affirmative.
Let's get you over here. Now I can build chests basically in like one turn now, so we'll start popping these basically out like crazy, just to like, you know, try and colonize as fast as possible, but I can. But it's not great that we found the Rotharians. I basically don't have any like spy centers up or anything like systems yet, so that's not great. I guess I'll have to aim for that right now, so pop two of those right there, I guess. Build up my titanium mines here, I guess. Actually, let's just build up 4 of these right here, just to get this, like, you know, boosting the titanium I basically need for stuff.
Affirmative.
Well, since we basically know their friends are right there, let's just see if we can, like, get these guys to trade with us, I guess, so trade?
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
I was going to do a little bit of work on that right now.
Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, excellent. The spick is done over here.
Colonization is underway.
Affirmative.
We'll call that real quick.
Affirmative.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Affirmative.
Just got to go in this direction, I guess, for now. Let's get a space dock built over here.
This system is now part of the Omega Alliance.
Terraforming has been completed. We have news from the diplomat.
Now, much like with like the miners, accepting trade recruits of the like major empires is still like, going to reduce our morale, but at the same time, it's worth doing this because to get like the basic trade with these guys. So we're not able to trade like the Rotharians down here, and I also get to see like how big they are. So apparently, like you know, they start right there in the corner. Trade them and them. Whoop. We're apparently lacking a little bit in trade routes, so that's not great, but whatever. Just grab whatever trade I can with these guys. And there we go. So basically, like, you know, because I'm able to trade like their affairs, I'm gonna get money basically for it. So it's worth it for that reason to do that.
Affirmative.
And I'll try and claim him out before like they do, because like, you know, just have a border down here with them.
Affirmative.
We'll send this guy up there to help out there.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
Alright, Accent built a space dock, so that's nice. I guess over here in Accent, the plan will be like to build uranium, so these guys are also going to build up this stuff quite well. In the future. Build up those for now, I guess. Now, something I think about doing right now is trying to, like, you know, bribe this guy as much as possible, because, like, you know, getting into my empire before, like, you know, the Terrans do will be the plan here. So let's send this guy all my money and like try and get him in my like empire as fast as possible.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
There's my communications grid. That'll be worth getting up and, you know, running as soon as possible, of course, as well. And at this point, I guess we'll start aiming up for my construction, so we can get, like, you know, titanium mines and stuff like that. So aim for that next.
Affirmative.
Let's get this guy up here, I guess, for now.
Affirmative.
I'm going to send him up there. You know, thinking about it right now, I actually want to build another Rush class fighter, I think, right now. And the reason why I basically want these is I can, like, have, like, you know, a bit more protection basically up here if I need to. So we'll start another fighter for now. For that purpose. Nice, you almost got that built. I probably wasn't building anything Elay here, which is not great, but whatever. Let's buy that now.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
You can terraform that. You're going to explore that. Oh, I didn't actually have the money to actually buy this apparently, so that's an issue, but whatever. We'll split it normally, I guess. You can get this normally. Before I forget as well. Oh, need a little more energy. There we go. That'll help out a little bit over here. Apparently Acrobat Spica has been doing anything for a little bit, so let's get these guys to do some stuff. Fill up those things. Alright, so it looks like I found myself an unstable wormhole. That went all the way up to over here to this plant with a like an M-class plant. This might be a waste of time, but I'm very tempted to send like this, like, scout, college ship here. Just because I can, I'm gonna like send this guy all the way over here, just because like we can like navigate this plant over here, and start like building from over there if I want to. Maybe. No reason to. It's like because I can, because why not? Let's get that built, I guess.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
I just gotta get this done over here, I guess.
Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, a skeleton's done terraforming, so...
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
Actually, didn't mean to do that with all three of them there, but whatever.
Planet for terraforming.
That's fine, I guess. Alright, these guys have upgraded their food production a little bit, which is nice. I'm probably going to use Reason here basically to, like, get a little bit of, like, intel in the future, but we'll just get this for now, the anti-bribery grid thing. And same thing in Elan as well at some point, but, whatever. I haven't built this up here yet here, apparently, so that's worth noting. Let's get this going. Then that. Helps with food bailing that up, right? So we'll just get that going with that.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Okay, there's my titanium mines over here. Waiting for my energy, I think, next here, so let's get this out of the way. I mean, it'd be nice to get the industrial centers there, but, getting more power is also pretty useful, so we need to part my structures. So we'll just get that going.
Affirmative.
The Accent and Acrib. I do want to build this at some point, so... Get that going, and we'll get this going. An Acrib over here. Apparently got 13s in this, system for some reason for his food, so that's interesting. Let's build it like so.
Covert agents have news for
Terraforming
the Omega
has
Alliance.
been completed.
Well, I knew it was probably going to happen at some point, but, someone apparently stole my money, and we know who it was, because there's only one person, around. So I gotta watch out for the Rotarians. They're stealing my stuff, apparently. And apparently they're growing, too. They got bent. Nice for them. Okay, skeleton terraforming, so...
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
Everyone work on this.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Now, the real question is, what type of, intelligence is this guy going to do to me? Because, the economy's bad because he basically can, use that to build his own ships and stuff, but he can also, steal my ship as well. And it's worth knowing that if he steals, for example, my, British fighter here, for example, that's going to be a real blow to me, because this thing, is a really powerful thing to lose. Hopefully it won't do that, something like that, though. That's still going over to Akamar, apparently.
Covert agents have news for the Omega Alliance.
Yep, he apparently sabotaged my construction tech. And my energy tech, so... that went down a little bit. Oof, microbes. Not great.
Affirmative.
Hopefully they'll stay away, because they're actually kind of deadly. But whatever. We're over here now, so let's have this guy do a little bit of, like, you know...
Planet for terraforming.
You know, just cause it right away.
Colonization is underway.
Just grab that planet as I can. Alright, I know at this point I really have to start getting up my, like, you know, intel center, so... let's just start doing, getting, like, you know, 6 of these over here, I guess. The grid's great because, like, you know, can reduce this guy's ability to be, like, bribed, but at the same time, this guy could also, like, really, like, is, like, you know, interested in me if, like, you know, he just sabotages my, like, diplomacy relations, so... that's something else to watch out for. Same these guys by as well. And it looks like these guys have met someone because they're basically, like, you know, don't have any ability to, like, do anything with them, so... let's try bribing them.
This system is now part of the Omega Alliance. Covert agents have news for the Omega Alliance.
Yep, they blew up one of my basic science foundation in Akamar, apparently. Wow, these guys are growing, I think. But quite a bit. Alright, over here in Akamar. The plan here with these guys is they're gonna, like, just build up a small little, like, you know, outpost in the middle of nowhere, because why not? Don't usually do that, by the way, but, you know, I felt like doing it because why not?
Affirmative.
Let's get over here. You know, if we're going to focus on, like, building stuff up over here and, like, you know, Omega Alpha, so... maybe we'll start doing that for a little bit. Build that, build that. Spick has apparently done stuff, so... we can basically get a space dock over here. Let's build a few of those right there after. Illyria is apparently done up here, so... you know, it probably won't hurt me to build, like, you know, this 6 of these right over here is to have, like, you know... someone to help me out over here a little bit, so... start building those up over there, I guess.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah, a couple of these guys go up to Heracus there.
Terraforming has been completed. We have news from the diplomat.
Alright, so Brian was successful with these guys. I'm actually bribing away from whoever they were basically, like, you know, influenced by, so... let's try and get some, like, you know, basic stuff for this guy right now. So let's just try and get, like, you know, alliance maybe? Or cooperation. It probably is the Terrans, by the way, who are interacting with them, but, you know...
Affirmative.
I'll still try and, like, take this guy from him if I can. Because, like, it's a good system these guys have right here of, like, 70 billion people in the direct room and stuff.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
I'll note that the system, like, this system here is crap for its plants, but whatever.
For terraforming.
Affirmative.
Colonization is underway.
Is that colonized? Alright, these guys have done their stuff, which is great. I'm going to use these guys for determinant thing in the future, but for now we just want to get these guys built up some intel centers right now for, obvious purposes. So let's get those going right now.
Affirmative.
This system is now part of the Omega Alliance.
Lots of colonizing, but whatever.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
There's that stuff.
Greetings from the Heyoun Trade Union. We are very pleased to meet your people. We look forward to a long and profitable future of trade and commerce with you.
Alright, so we met the Heyoun.
Covert agents have news for
Terraforming
the Omega
has
Alliance.
been completed.
Ah, okay, so it's apparently Heyoun over here who, like, maybe influence these guys. They got some frigates. Interesting. Now, no problem, like, his frigates are not as strong as my, like, stuff here, but, it can still do a lot of damage if I'm not careful.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Brown's got Baron over here. Oh, wow. So, apparently Heyoun are, like, all the way over here and over here, apparently. Interesting.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Let's get that going. I'll just build this here. Alright, so over here in Akrab, I guess. I gotta keep building up these, like, tetrarmor farmers, I guess. Let's just get those out of the way. And yeah, there we go. So, these guys sound like, hurt my, like, reputation with the regions right there. They're still devoted to me, but, it's not great that I lost, like, influence of them as a result of that. But oh well. Here's Kimball.
We have news from the diplomat.
And looks like we got bribed again over here, so we have a little bribing war apparently of, like, the Lupids over here. Not great. But oh well. Let's bribe him again, I guess. Now, no problem, if I can't bribe these guys, I'm probably just going to invade them at some point, so that's something if we're out there. I may have to invade these guys, like, to take them, but whatever. We'll see how it goes in the future. Well, we have a new trade over here, I guess, so make use of it, I guess.
An alien culture has been encountered.
Alright, so there's the Bentons.
We have news from the diplomat.
An alliance. I don't mind getting those credits, I guess, so accept that. Now, don't bother with alliances. I think this guy will still like it if we get alliance of him because, like, you know, the Omega Alliance does like alliances of other people, so we should be able to get, like, an extra morale point, like, you know, doing this, so that's nice.
Affirmative.
Let's get you guys up here. I'm guessing over here in Omega Alpha, I want to do, like, all this stuff. So we'll do all that, I guess.
Covert agents have news for
Terraforming
the Omega
has
Alliance.
been completed. We have news from the diplomat.
Well, we actually bribe these guys, which is nice. Alright, so here's basically the Heyoun, like, you know, trade union. They basically started over, right here, which is basically sort of like, you know, sort of like the top center of the map, I guess we'll say. They must have, like, you know, cooperation or something, like some people over here. Oh, wait, there's, like, the Terrans right there. So here's basically how this game is sort of, like, work right now. Apparently the Terrans are right here, and they're probably cooperating with, like, the Heyouns, because, like, you know, Heyoun's basically getting over here, so that's going on, I guess. So I'm here, he's there, he's there. Terrans are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down here we have apparently the Karen and the Cartare somewhere. There's Cartare right there. Okay, so Cartare's right here, and then we have like the Karens down here somewhere. So basically a good layout, basically what the map sort of looks like at this point, which is good. I think to get Atlas, I'll have to send a transport or something over in this direction, so I guess I probably want to send, like, you know, a transport over in that direction at some point. Yeah, we got like a morale point for this as well before it, so that's nice.
Colonization is underway.
We'll grab that. And apparently we had more, you know, efforts done against us, against the regions. That sucks again, but well. There's still numbers to me. Let's send that to him, I guess. Alright, over here in Malaysia, we're just gonna, like, you know, quickly try and, like, deal, like, this, like, you know, spying and all that with, like, this. So let's put that right there. Apparently need lots of titanium for, like, the pleasure apartments. That'll be something in the future, you know, work in, but whatever. Let's build these up for now as is. We'll do that right there. You know, I bet that these are possibly, like, you know, Cartare stuff over here, so that'll be interesting. But whatever. We'll upgrade these for now, I think. Now, I'll probably note, by the way, because I'm an ally with, like, the Heyoun here, I can, of course, like, travel around in their, like, space here, so this guy's restricted being, like, just here anymore.
Affirmative.
Let's just look around these guys' territory a little bit with this guy here, thanks. So we'll do that with him. I forgot to change this from, like, energy tech, but whatever, we'll just keep getting this up, I guess.
This system is now part of the Omega Alliance.
Another system for myself to use. As always, with basically boost up our, like, our specific, like, buildings. And Spick over here, I guess he knew its thing, so I know a lot of these, like, really small systems, I'm probably going to use them for, like, intel as well, just, like, because I'm being hit by it so hard, so just go like that for now. At least we have some intel here for now, at least, so that's nice. Let's get all that right there.
Affirmative.
An alien culture has been encountered.
There's the Meridians, I guess. Another research type of race.
We have news from the diplomat.
Ooh, I'll take that. We'll take that membership if I get, because that'll be nice to have. They might, like, pull, like, one of the, like, these guys, like, little tricks, but whatever, we'll see how it goes. I want to build the Palace of Eden when I get the chance to, but, I think I want to build, like, other stuff here first, right? So we'll get this going, and then we'll probably aim for that right after. I find funny these guys decline our cooperation, but they're offering us membership, but, that's basically how, like, AI sort of happens with this game, like, they'll decline one like, thing, and, like, offer you something better, like, right next after it, right, or at the same time, so, that happened. Let's put on a bunch more of these, I guess. Alright, it's going to build, like, an outpost, right? So now note that the Beth class is basically my, like, transport type of class here. I actually can't build this yet because I need, like, the titanium for it, but whatever. Let's just build up just 3 of these for now, I guess. No idea what I'm going to use Akamar here for, so they can just basically do whatever they want to, I guess. So just build 3 of these, I guess. You'll go right there. You know, I find it like this guy's got like, you know, a system right next to Cartare here. I'm not sure how well these guys are doing, but you know, it doesn't seem like they're doing well. Yeah, they're doing really well.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
There's a little 4 for my, like, you know, energy tech. You offered a thing, and not jump in? Yeah. So you guys have bribed again, apparently, or whatever. Let's bribe him again, I guess. I'm getting a feeling the Terrans are probably down over here, but whatever. And apparently this guy's building an outpost over here.
Affirmative.
This guy will go up there, I guess. We're just going to aim for that right there, I guess, for now. I guess over here it's going to build a few more industrial centers. And a few of these. Aim for my weapon tech next, I guess, and that'll be like, you know, the like, tier-free research base out of the way. Alright, well, this actually seems like a good stopping point for this episode. I have a basic deal, like, you know, with, like, you know, a little bribe war of, like, you know, the Lubites over here, but whatever. That sort of happens sometimes. We met the Heyoun as well as the Retharians, and, like, you know, we know where the Terrans and the Cartare are. And I'll probably find the Karen at some point as well, because, like, these guys seem very, like, exploratory happy, the Heyoun right here. We'll see how it goes in the future. But for now, take care.